All right. So, on this beautiful solstice day during an eclipse, I'm seeing a lot of fraying. Okay. Things are fraying. And I want to talk about what they call a communal narcissist. So you find your communal narcissists doing work in their community and sacrificing themselves and becoming martyrs for their community. But they're not doing it for the right reasons. So there's differences between what we would call a leader, a boss, or a ruler, or somebody with a messiah complex. These are type of people: a boss, a ruler, and somebody with a messiah complex is going to be the type that martyrs himself for a cause, and when somebody says anything that goes against them, they catch a narcissistic injury. And when a narcissist gets a narcissistic injury, that's where you get like your rage, you're lashing out, and you're hurting people. It's very uncomfortable to watch and see. A boss, a ruler, and a messiah are the type of people that tell you what to do, but don't necessarily do what they say, because to have power is known to corrupt. I mean, there's plenty of research on it. It's just a human thing. But not all, narcissism is a trait, so everybody has it. It's actually a survival thing. You have to have a bit of narcissism to survive basically in the world. It's there for a reason, just like all of our tools that we talk about. But when that tool has started to use an individual, that's when we start to see people who are supposed to be our leaders floundering and having tantrums when people aren't listening to exactly what they have to say. A true leader leads. So that means they're in the street. They're down with the workers. And they are working as hard as the workers are working and leading by example. And that's what a real leader does. They lead. They lead by example. They lead with their energy. They lead with their actions. They are working harder than you can ever work, okay? And you're watching them and you're trying to just catch up. And then you have a boss, or a messiah, or a ruler. And they just sit up on their throne and tell people what they shouldn't do. They don't lead by showing them what they should. They just say, don't do this. And most of the time, when people are saying, don't do this, they're probably doing it. So, I tend to be the type of person that I like to follow more middle of the road people that are balanced. We have we're gonna have our serious hardcore feminine energy and our serious hardcore masculine energy, but the highest vibration of those two energies, when you're in your divine masculine and your divine feminine, they balance each other out. And therein lies the answer, right? It should never just be one person. Nobody should ever just be the guy. Even if we look at our friend Jesus, he never said he was the guy. He just did his thing, spoke his truth. People felt him. So I guess I want to end this video by saying, know a leader and know when to follow. When somebody leads by example and shows you with their actions that they're willing to be in the trenches and fight just as hard as you, that's the guy you want to follow. Anybody else, you know, it's just like any relationship. You know, your boyfriend, your shitty ex, could say all day he loves you, wants to marry you, and you're going to do this, that, and the other thing until he shows you and put a ring on it. Like, fuck that guy. It's general relationship rules. And that goes for the same on the opposite spectrum, too. People that are scared too much to be this messiah or scared, you know, stop being a pussy. Do what's right. Fight for the truth and the light. If not, you have been co-opted by the dark side. There ain't shit you can do about that. Take a stand. Be a true leader. Do the work. Peace.